You've been granted service connection for a condition. You're happy with the rating. You're happy with the results. A few months later, you get a letter from the VA saying they're going to sever your condition based on a clear and unmistakable error. You're freaking out. Welcome to VA Made Easy. Today, we're going to discuss two case studies where the VA tried to sever service connection for the same condition of hypothyroidism. We're going to discuss whether the VA could do that and what steps we took to help prevent it. If you've been denied your claim, visit me at vetlawoffice.com. Not only do we provide zealous advocacy, I'll prep you before your CMP exams, we have access to medical nexus opinions, and we have legal investigators to help you obtain those buddy statements. Sign up for a free consultation at vetlawoffice.com. But for now, let's get into it. Okay, so let's discuss the facts of these two cases where the VA attempted to sever service connection. Both of these veterans were Vietnam veterans. They served boots and ground in Vietnam, meaning they were presumptively exposed to Agent Orange. Now, one of the conditions that Agent Orange has been linked to is hypothyroidism. Both of these clients had originally been granted service connection based on their diagnosis of hypothyroidism and their service in Vietnam. They should have been good to go, but they got that letter. They got that letter saying, well, we made a clear and unmistakable error in granting you service connection, and now we are going to sever your benefits. A clear and unmistakable error means that there's an undebatable mistake that happened. And in those instances, the VA is allowed to sever service connection if it's truly a clear and unmistakable error. In this case, unfortunately, it was a clear and unmistakable error. And that's because there was an intervening cause to the hypothyroidism. So in other words, the hypothyroidism wasn't related to Agent Orange. Both of these clients had thyroid cancer, which required the thyroid to be removed via a thyroidectomy. And when that thyroid is removed, you then develop hypothyroidism. So the cause isn't necessarily Agent Orange, but rather the fact that the thyroid was removed. That was the cause of the hypothyroidism. Technically, the VA was correct in finding that an error occurred in granting service connection because of this intervening cause of the cancer. So what did we do? So we had to find another way to service connect that hypothyroidism instead of using the presumptive service connection for Agent Orange. So let's start with the first case. So in the first case, we sent the medical records off to an oncologist to help us prepare an independent medical opinion or a nexus opinion. So what that oncologist found was, based on the size of the veteran's tumor or the cancer that was in his thyroid and the rate at which that cancer and tumor had grown, that it was more likely than not that he probably had that cancer while still on active duty. So we submitted that independent medical opinion. We responded to the proposed severance. And what happened was, instead of service connecting for the hypothyroidism, the VA service connected him for the thyroid cancer and then rated him based on the residuals of that cancer, which was hypothyroidism. So we were able to prevent the severance in that case. Yes, it took a lot of work and it took an expert medical opinion, but we got it done. So the second case was a little trickier. We couldn't find a doctor who was willing to give us an opinion that his thyroid cancer was directly related to Agent Orange, which is what I was hoping for. However, after discussing with the veteran a little bit about what he did in service, I learned that he had used aqueous firefighting foam many, many times in the service. If you don't know what aqueous firefighting foam is, I did another video about it. I'll put a link in the description. It's nasty stuff. They use it to help put out fires on planes and aircraft carriers. It causes all sorts of health problems, one of which is thyroid cancer. So he had trained with this foam. He had gotten it all over his skin and body. and we were able to get an independent medical opinion linking his thyroid cancer to his use of the firefighting foam. So again, instead of service connecting the hypothyroidism directly to service, we were able to link his thyroid cancer that now had the residuals of hypothyroidism to his use of aqueous firefighting foam. So again, we were able to prevent severance based on the alternate theory of service connection. Originally, they were linking hypothyroidism directly to service based on his Agent Orange, but due to that intervening cause, the VA severed service connection, but we were able to get it back by linking the cancer and the cancer residuals, which are the same as hypothyroidism, and he was able to keep the rating. Both these veterans are able to keep their rating. So moral of the story here, guys, if you get a letter saying they're going to sever service connection based on a clear and unmistakable error, there are ways to fight it. Don't give up. Don't just throw in the towel. Get some help. Get an experienced, accredited representative on your side to help you fight it. And that does it, guys. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. And as always, you have the power to change your VA claim.